Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nidhi Kamboj, Assistant Professor in Khasa College, Patiala, going to deliver a lecture on the function and deficiency symptom of macronutrient, which comes under the course Soil Fertility and Fertilizer Use. The first macronutrient is carbon. It is a basic nutrient, basic for element life, elementary for life. Okay, it is found in abundance in the earth crust and also very high in amount in living things. It occur in plant in combining form with hydrogen and oxygen such as hydrocarbon and in their geological derivatives such as petroleum and coal. Carbon occur in atmosphere as carbon dioxide and in rocks as carbonate mineral such as limestone. The deficiency of carbon leads to no growth. Without carbon there is no vegetative growth, no growth. Now the next is oxygen. It is a powerful oxidizing agent. It is most abundant element in the earth crust both on the basis of mass and number of atoms. In free state, oxygen occur in atmosphere as O2 molecule and in combined state, oxygen occur in many minerals, living things and water. In the absence of oxygen or in the deficiency of oxygen, there is no respiration which leads to the death of the plant. Next is hydrogen. Very lightest element and a powerful reducing agent. In earth crust, hydrogen comes on third place on basis of atom. On mass basis, it is ninth in order of abundance. Hydrogen found in free state, uncombined state, very rarely. But the combined state of hydrogen is quite common. For example, as in water and organic compound. Supplied in mobile oxidized form of water and made available as a reducing element by photosynthesis. Hydrogen forms covalent bond with electronegative elements such as carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and hydrogen. It is important for hydrogen bonding. The deficiency of hydrogen till now not observed in plants. Now the primary nutrient nitrogen. The function of nitrogen is also abundant as carbon. It occurs principally as diatomic atom in the atmosphere. Nitrogen makes positive charged group possible. Amine nitrogen is important in complex metal bonding. For example, binding iron in cytochrome or binding magnesium in chlorophyll. Nitrogen acts as donor atom in many enzymatically catalyzed reactions. It is a main constituent of amino acid, amides, protein, nucleic acid, nucleotide, coenzymes, hexosamines, etc. Nitrogen improves the quality of leafy vegetable and fodder. Now the deficiency symptom of nitrogen includes chlorosis, especially on the older leaves, as nitrogen is mobile in plant. In severe cases, these leaves become yellow and die. Young leaves remain green longer because they receive soluble form of nitrogen transported from older leaves. The deficiency of nitrogen causes stunted growth. In many plants, excess nitrogen often stimulates shoot growth more than root growth, and it favors vegetative growth over flowering and seed formation. Now the next is phosphorus. Phosphorus occur and react as orthophosphate, the fully oxidized and stable form. It also participates in metabolism by forming water stable phosphate ester and anhydrides. In these forms, phosphorus has several fundamental roles. It also helps in phosphodiester bond and make linkage in the nucleic acid. Phosphorus is an energy currency of the plant and source of free energy in the bond formation. Phosphorus is a component of sugar phosphate in DNA and RNA, and also a component of phospholipid in membranes. The deficiency symptom of phosphorus includes stunted growth. In contrast to those lacking nitrogen, are often dark green. Phosphate mobile in most plant and is lost from older leaf accumulated in younger leaves, developing flower and seed. So the deficiency symptom of phosphorus also occur first in more mature leaves. Premature leaves get fall. Dead necrotic area develop on fruit and leaves. Leaves turn dark to blue-green in color because due to deficiency of phosphorus, the transport of sugar will hampered, and due to accumulation of that, there is a color blue-green color occur in the leaves. This is all about the deficiency symptom of phosphorus as shown in this leaf. Next is functions of potassium. Potassium is a dominant cation in plant. It acts as an activator for many enzymes and essential for photosynthesis and respiration. It also activates enzymes that are needed to form starch and proteins. It is a cofactor for more than 60 enzymes. Potassium is quite mobile in plant because there are many membrane carrier systems adapted to potassium. It is a major contributor to osmotic potential of the cell and therefore to their turgor pressure. Potassium regulation of osmotic potential forms the basis for turgor movement in plant. For example, stomata opening, leaf movements, etc. The deficiency symptom of potassium shows that potassium is easily redistributed from mature to young organ, so the symptom firstly appear on older leaf. Leaf develop necrotic lesion and light chlorosis. The tip often die first. Potassium deficient cereal develop weak stems, so they are easily fall and suffer from losing. The next is secondary nutrient, that is sulfur. It primarily present in reduced form in living things. Disulfide are more stable than dioxide. SH group are also form hydrogen bond. These groups are reactive sites of enzymes and coenzymes and are important for protein conformation. Component of cysteine, methionine and protein. Sulfur is a constituent of lipo acid, thymine, pyrophosphate, glucoside, glucothione, adenosine 5-phosphosulfate and 3-phosphoadenosine. It also helps in increasing the oil quality in oilseed crop. Sulfate form the soil in a primary source of sulfur, although some SO2 is absorbed from the atmosphere. Now the deficiency symptom of sulfurs are generally chlorosis of leaf, including vascular bundle. Sulfur is not easily redistributed. It is immobile in plant, so the deficiency symptom usually noted in younger leaf. Margin and tip of leaves roll inward. Stem become hard due to development of sclerenchyma tissue. Now the function of calcium. Calcium is most abundant divalent cation in plant. It is important for the cell wall forming calcium pectate. It stabilizes the polysaccharide by forming intermolecular complexes. Calcium is also important for maintaining the safety of membrane, especially plasma membrane. It also protects the root cell against ion imbalance, low pH, toxins like aluminium. Calcium helps in mitosis and maintaining chromosome structure. Because changes in calcium are associated with hormonal and environmental signal, it is often referred to as secondary messenger in plant. The deficiency symptom of calcium include meristematic regions die, margins of younger leaf become chlorotic then necrotic, young leaf are distorted. Symptoms first appear on younger tissue, as calcium is also immobile in plant. Calcium deficient leaf become cup shaped and crinkled, and the terminal bud deteriorate. As shown in this picture, the cup shaped and crinkled leaves of banana. The blossom and rot in tomato and bitter pit in apple occur due to deficiency of calcium. Next is function of magnesium. It is also an important divalent cation in enzymatic catalyst. It involved in most reaction involving ADP and ATP. Magnesium helps in activation of enzyme for DNA and RNA synthesis. It is a major constituent of chlorophyll. It also activates key enzyme that is involved in O2 fixation. Magnesium has structural role in membrane, especially in organelles. Magnesium play role in binding ribosomal particle during protein synthesis. Now the deficiency symptom of magnesium include extensive intervenial chlorosis, which start with basal leaf and progress to younger leaf. There is a disease in cattle, that is grass tetany. It is occur in ruminant because of eating of grass which is deficient in magnesium. This is all about the macronutrient and secondary nutrient, their function and deficiency symptoms. Thank you.